Good evening. Today we will be covering the post-market analysis dated the 21st of June 2022. Indian equity benchmark ended higher for the second consecutive session on June 21st, with Nifty finishing above 15,600, lifted by buying across sectors, especially in metals and IT names, and falling commodity prices. At close, the Nifty was up 288.60 points or 1.88% at 15,638.80. At close, the SENSEX was up 934.23 points or 1.81% at 52,532.07. Both headline indices surged as much as 2.3% during the session. About 2,428 shares have advanced, 819 shares declined, and 125 shares are unchanged. On the stock-specific front, Titan was the top Nifty gainer as the stock soared 6.03% to 2,079.95 Indian rupees. Hindalco, Coal India were also among the gainers. Reason could be seen looking at the sectoral front. All the sectoral indices ended in the green, with IT, metal, oil and gas, power, realty and PSU Bank up 3 to 6%. Starting with Titan Corporation, shares of Titan gained for the second day in a row to 2,079.95 points after global brokerage Macquarie said the stock of the luxury good makers remains in its Asia marquee buy list. Channel checks suggest demand trends remain healthy as premium end consumers remain relatively resilient to inflationary headwinds. Zeroing in on the stocks like Coal India and Hindalco, we could see the hike in the share price for Coal India to 185.15, with a change of 4.69% today because India's domestic coal production has been increased by roughly 28.6%. In addition to that, Coal India has been given multiple tasks by the government, like meeting a stiffer production target, importing coal for supplies to power plants and ensuring infrastructure for evacuation. In the contrast, copper price stages a solid comeback amid supply disruptions woes, leading to a hike in the price of Hindalco to 340.7 points with a change of 5.99%. Risk flows boost the metal, but recession and China COVID concerns loom. Coming to the top laggards in today's market was Nestle India and Apollo Hospital. Stocks in FMCG sector like Nestle, Dabur, and Colgate too have fallen significantly. Inflation in certain commodities including oil had led to a sharp rise in input costs for FMCG firms, shrinking their margins. However, as policymakers across the world take coordinated efforts to control inflation, including multiple hikes in interest rates, a recovery is expected. After that, we have Apollo Hospital with a trading price of 3,811 points and down by 0.02%. Nifty Pharma stands among the worst performing sectors in the year so far and has declined by 15% YTD. In terms of today's corporate news, we have the following developments. US-based private equity giant Apollo Global Management is rethinking its asset reconstruction company joint venture with ICICI Bank after it failed to take off due to intense competition in the distressed debt space, and as it explores new avenues to invest in the space, like through an alternative investment fund. The company had started its partnership with Apollo in August 2016 to acquire bad debt from lenders and equity stake in distressed companies. It was awarded a certificate of registration by RBI in August 2018. In present scenario, Apollo owns more than 90% stake in the ARC and has already been approached by a couple of large funds to buy out its stake. All in all, this company actually never took off and has no noteworthy deals, so if they don't find a buyer, it may just fold up. Adani Power on Monday completed the acquisition of 100% equities in Support Properties Private Limited and Eatonus Real Estate Private Limited for about 609 rupees crore. On June 7, 2022, Adani Power had signed a share purchase agreement to acquire 100% equity shares of two companies from their respective shareholders. The company had stated in a filing that the cost of acquisitions were 280.1 rupees crore for SPPL and 329.3 rupees crore for EREPL. The consideration for the acquisition was cash. The objective of acquisition is to set up infrastructure facilities. Yes Bank is on the verge of closing $1 billion fundraising from private equity firms Carlyle and Advent International after much delay due to an ongoing deal to lay off a large portion of bad loans through an asset reconstruction company. The bank's board will meet mid-July to discuss the fundraising. Past reports had stated that Carlyle is mulling a 3,750 to 4,500 rupee crore investment in Yes Bank. Yes Bank had chosen JC Flowers ARC as its partner to offload bad loans of 49,000 rupees crore as it aims to clean up its books and raise capital for credit growth. GE Steam Power has signed a $165 million contract with BHEL for the supply of 3 nuclear steam turbines out of 6 units for NPCIL's domestic nuclear program, Phase 1 being developed at Haryana and Karnataka. Regarding the value addition, the two companies are well positioned to respond to the country's needs for a lower carbon source of energy. These turbines are being engineered and manufactured with an improved design for enhanced output that will meet the requirements of the customer. Presently, GE steam turbine technology operates in 50% of the world's nuclear power plants, producing 200 gigawatts for the global grid. You can contact us from the details mentioned on the screen via missed call, WhatsApp, or email. Thank you for being patient and listening the video to the end. Please do like, share, and subscribe the channel for the latest updates in the market. That's all for today. See you tomorrow.